So we back in a different light, in the podcasting light, because I said I was gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it, and now we here. So welcome to the Make Your Journey Known podcast. Thank you for pulling up. Grab a seat, grab some popcorn, kick back. Don't forget, stay hydrated, get your water. You feel me? I need to give me some water, so I'm gonna be back real quick. Roll my bottle. Y'all right. I should have came prepared. That ain't my side of the room, by the way. I know you got them nice kicks over there, but my side of the room so far, but it's the side that the camera is on. So, but yeah, the Make Your Journey Known podcast. We really getting into this. We really getting into this. So like, we're gonna start podcasting. I'm trying to do it at least once a week. I'm really just gonna flow. When I feel the topic of the podcast come, boom, I'm laying that joint down. And as I lay these joints down, we're gonna hopefully upgrade the studio. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is a bland ass background, so we gonna get y'all to like see what's it called. We're gonna try and get y'all to get over here with it. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, get a little studio, just get something. We're gonna figure something out, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure something out. But yeah, but I'm by myself. Been practicing, but yeah, it's just me today. We may have some other people. I know I already said that, but it's just me. My name is Trey, 18 years old. I'm really new to this, but I'm not new to information. I'm really into this stuff. I really like reading. Y'all need to read more and drink more water. So, sorry that this edit is bad because I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning. So it's gonna be like a little weird, like cut in the middle. I'm not the best with the editing. This is all new to me. So, but it's raw. You know what I'm saying? This is authentic as hell. This is the real me. Like, this is exactly what I can do for right now. You're gonna see me evolve, but y'all gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to y'all. It's gonna cut at like the topic part. So, boom. I'm finna catch y'all's when we officially like start chatting it up. So, stuff. We're gonna talk about things that like the average people don't be talking about. You know, it's gonna be like regular conversations, but you know, like the stuff that doesn't really get seen. That kind of information. You know what I'm saying? We're really gonna get into it. We're just gonna really just chat it up. So, if y'all watching this, thank you. I appreciate you. Show some love, like, comment, subscribe, share it, show it to your friends, and email. You can come on. We can do Zoom calls with fans and subscribers and stuff. So just have a good time with us. So we finna get right into the first topic, and I'm kind of excited for this one because I feel like a lot of people want to know about this, and you don't see a lot of like raw videos on it. But our topic today is gonna be the Matrix. So, what is the Matrix? The Matrix is the systems that are put in place. The Matrix is exactly how the movie says it. If you guys haven't watched the movie The Matrix, it's about a guy named Morpheus and a guy named Neo. Well, it's about more, but like we'll say this is like the main little story. A guy named Morpheus and a guy named Neo. And Neo is basically the chosen one, and he's set to break free. Morpheus has been free. He's got his little crew. They got this little ship and all this stuff. And they reach out to Neo, and they offer him to take a choice between two pills. And one will give him the ability to stay where he at and just live life how it is. and still in the fairy tale land that he is currently living in, and the other one is to get the truth and to see the real world. So like this is really like the Matrix. The real world is really like that movie, because there's a real world, and then there's a false reality. Like, to give an example of that, the real world is like average in comparison to, you know, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, Instagram got all these models and all these people who are like above like, but when you go outside of your, like, try this out. I'm being so serious. Go to the mall. Yes, you're gonna see some people who are above average, right? But like, you don't see Instagram models walking around everywhere. So like, what I mean by the Matrix is the systems that have been put in place to hold you down. The systems that have, so like, the systems being like how we have a lot of girls who are really insecure about themselves right now, because, and dudes who are insecure about themselves, right? The women are insecure because they go on social media, they go on Instagram, they go on TikTok, they see all these girls shaking ass, they see all these Instagram models and on these yachts and at these fancy little parties and stuff, eating good, living lavish. And then the dudes, they see all these dudes with fancy cars, they got their Bugattis and all their Lamborghinis and their McLarens and their Rolls Royces and all of that, and they eating fancy, eating their steak and lobster, and you know what I'm saying? But like, that's not, it can be reality, but it's not everyone's reality. And people think that they live in that world when they don't yet. You know what I'm saying? You can live in that world, but you don't yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, we're conditioned to believe, oh my goodness, like, we got like 13-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds running around, and they don't even, they thinking like they're not gonna be anything in life because they don't got a Bugatti at 13. Like, you're 13, you can't even drive, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about Bugatti. Like, now, like, excuse me, to continue, right? On the Bugatti stuff, right? Like, to keep it going with this Matrix talk, Tate, Fresh and Fit, some of them, right? They've mentioned the Matrix. There's some people who have mentioned the Matrix, right? And even them by themselves express a part of the Matrix, because they would consider, maybe not them, but like, people would consider them part of like the red pill community, like Tate, Fresh and Fit, Sneeko, and then like, there's like your blue pill community where like it's people teaching women that they're queens and, oh, treat women good and all this. It's like, and it's like there's this like push and pull of like, and it's like this whole thing, like, you got two sides of the equation. So you got, in the movie, right, you have the red pill, which is the true reality, which is the truth, basically, and then you got the blue pill, which is the falsehoods and the lies, right? So like, when we bring it down to like surface level, with these communities, you have like, I'm gonna be real with you, like, you got people like Sneeko, Tate, Fresh and Fit, Abba and Preach, right? You got people like them who are really spitting truth, spitting game. You got like Wallow and Gilly, you know, people who are truly spitting game, right? And then you got people on the other hand, like Logan Paul, you know, crypto dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, really selling their soul, like leading their fans astray, leading their fans down a rabbit hole. You got what's his name? Logan Paul on his podcast. What's his name? George. Props to George for standing in his faith. But like, what I mean by like the systems put in place, like that's part of like the systems being put in place and like the programming in your mind that when George sits here and he talks about religion, Logan bashes him and he's like, blah, 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 this. I want to see Jesus myself. I would love to see him present thyself. Well, and then George going to say like, hey, bro, don't, hey, you might get it. You might get it in the way. And I really respect George for that. He's part of that truth. Like, he's looked into Christianity. He's understood the truth. And he's going to preach that truth. And Logan is just kind of more, I want to get my money. I'm gonna lie to get there. I'm gonna cheat to get there. I'm gonna steal to get there. And it's like, I don't know. I don't think that's the best way to really go about it. But it really gets like deep, because like all the systems are rooted in the Matrix. Like a system like racism, sexism, classism, all of that is rooted in the Matrix. Because of the lies that have been told, because of all of that stuff, we have a system of lies now. And then there are some people who want to believe those lies, and the other people who don't want to believe those lies get called crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, people want to search for truth. They want to find what is real, and they don't want to just go by what they're told. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Columbus founded America. Boy, there was people here. How did he find somewhere where people were already at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people really just gonna go off of that, and you're gonna go around and ask people, like, yo, who founded America? People are gonna say Columbus. It's like, bro, come on. First of all, there was already people here, and it's not named after Columbus. It's named after that dude America, whatever his name is. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't want to really just do their research. They don't want to like look into things themselves, and like that's part of the Matrix. It's like it is set up to make people to make the women want to be more masculine instead of being their feminine essence that they love. To make the men want to be more feminine instead of being in the masculine essence that they love and that they are. Like, to throw off the balance of the world, to do all of this. It's that push and pull. It's that God versus Satan. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff is really real, and people don't understand that. Like, if it wasn't real, right? Like, I'm just putting this out here. If it wasn't true, right? If there wasn't a benevolent deity, a being, and a maleficent being, right? Why are people in songs talking about, I praise God? The demons in me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about this on a high level. This is like Drake, millions of dollars. I'm talking about the demons in you. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like certain industries really got it. Like, you don't to sit here and say like, freaking Bezos got all that money, the Rockefellers got all that money, the Rothschilds got all that money. They control stuff. They like, who sits at the table? We've had presidents who say there's a government inside the government. I think it was Clinton who said that there's a government inside the government. There's a shadow government that we didn't even know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard Tate say about Putin or whatever. Putin was talking about how that he likes presidents or whatever, but their ideas are never going to come to fruition because there's a government in there that sits them down and says, hey, this is what we got planned out. Like, we really just got to think of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stand up for it. We got to stand up. We got to do our own research. Like, it's really that important. It's that important to be your own person, because they're taking away free speech. It gets deep. It gets like really deep. Like, it gets down to colors and stuff too. Like, have you seen a fast food restaurant that doesn't have red in their logo? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Because according to my research, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but red in a logo gives off that an impulsive feeling. It makes you impulsive and hungry. So then you're gonna stop. Their signs is bigger so you can see them type stuff. Like, do you really want to go get that fast food? Or Is it all just a mind trick that's being played on you to make you want to go get that fast food? Is it really you who want to get it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really got to become conscious of the unconscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, consciousness is tricky, and doing the right thing is tricky. And nobody's telling you to be perfect, but we're telling you to break free from the system. We're telling you to break free from the matrix. For all the guys out there who are lost, and don't know what to do, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first, you can blame everyone else. Then, you gotta blame yourself. You feel me? You gotta get up and do something, because now you're aware of the system. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta really become better. We got people out here who's pushing that, but it's still real bad out here. I'm not gonna cap with y'all. It's still real bad out here, and we got people lying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just got, like, it's like stuff that makes the community be flipped, get flipped. The communities get flipped. Like, there is no reason that we should sit here and we should bash Kyrie Irving, right? Completely bash that dude for what he said, right? Like, cancel that dude. But when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, ain't nobody bat an eye, ain't nobody said nothing. When it comes to the human trafficking and the sex trafficking and the sex crimes and the violence towards women and children, nobody says nothing. Nobody gets that rowdy about that. When it came to Harvey Weinstein, bro, nobody was that excited, bro. Like, I'm really upset. Like, I'm getting emotional talking about this, because, like, that, like, bro, women and children, like, bro, like, they got us so vulnerable to the point where our most important society builder is just vulnerable and open. Our women and children, the most important building blocks to society, are just, we don't care about them. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna discredit our children. We're not gonna protect our children. We're gonna teach them bullshit information. We're not gonna protect them, provide for them in the correct way. We're not gonna give them emotional stability and all of that stuff. And then we're gonna rape, kill, and do all of this stuff to our women. We're gonna call our women bitches, whores, slut. Like, we're gonna allow that type of activity. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna allow people to be the way they wanna be. We're gonna allow niggas to have 18 baby mamas and be on welfare. And like that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to stand up. As a man, you're supposed to stand up and provide. As a woman, you're supposed to stand up and be a woman, be that feminine presence. Sorry, my fault. That feminine presence in a man's life that he needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not conditioned to do that. You feel me? Society has flipped everything up on the side of his head. It's like, we got rap music out here that promotes, specifically for the black community. Like, I don't understand how you get hyped, how another black man is gonna, a black man or a woman is gonna get hyped hearing about another black life. Bro, I get it, right? There's a certain extent where it's like, this is the life I live. Like, gangs are around me, drugs are around me, prostitutes are around me, guns are around me, violence is around me. Like, it's bound to happen in impoverished areas and in areas with lack of education and stuff like that. Like, yeah, for sure. But we be continuing that cycle by sitting here making a naughty bop. You feel me? Like sitting here and like mocking people's death. Like, that's crazy. Like, rest in peace, Naughty. Like, let these people rest in peace. Like, rest in peace, Von. Like, Von sitting here mocking all these dead people. Dirk sitting here mocking all these dead people. These New York goons mocking all these dead people. It's like, I get that's the life you live, but like, speak on how you made it out. Speak on how you got this money. Speak on how, now that you got this money, you moving different. Speak on how you bettering your life. You putting on, you providing for your peoples. Speaking on how you get into your king energy, you raising a kundalini type. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone makes mistakes for sure. But like, I just feel like we need more positivity in the communities, and like, that's what we get. We get money, sex, drugs, and violence, and it's like, why is that the thing? Because that's exactly how it's been promoted to us. That's exactly what the system wants. Like, bruh. And to get on to a whole nother thing, like, imagine if every single time a cop killed a person in general, not black, not white, not just a person in general, it was televised, we would be a lot further, because we're not just rolling off an agenda of Black Lives Matter. It's like, bro, people want to be so pro for whatever it is, but they don't ever want to be pro-righteous. Nobody ever want to be pro-righteous. And that's the system. The system wants you to pick and choose, blah, blah, blah. But you just, me personally, you gotta be pro-righteous and a free thinker. What is pro-righteous? Pro-righteous is I don't care what you are. I don't care your sexual orientation, your skin color, your ethnicity, your gender, whatever. As long as you righteous, you doing right, you doing good, you going by divine. You know what I'm saying? You in that divine energy. You trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I go by. Most people will be like, he white, so I'm with him. He black, so I'm with him. He Mexican, so I'm with him. He Asian, so I'm with him. Like, bro, wait a second. I get you. You trying to stick with your race and stuff. Like, that's cool, loyalty. But, bro, your race do fuck shit too. You feel me? Y'all be on some bullshit too. Like, I know some black people who be on some bullshit. I'm not finna support that. You feel me? I'm just not. I'm not pro-black. I'm pro-righteous. So like, when we get down into it, it gets deep. Like, they'll tell you to watch the television instead of pick up a book. Yet, something like you ain't gonna hear like in something like, what's it called? The Bible, my fault, I was blanking for a second. In the Bible, it said the word was with God and God was the word, you feel me? So reading helps you, your mental, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get more information, you get more knowledge, and then when you apply that knowledge and information, you get wisdom, you feel me? But they don't want you to do that. They don't want to teach you how to make money. They don't want to teach you how to keep money. They don't want to teach you about credit. They don't want to teach you about none of this stuff. They don't want to teach you how to keep yourself clean. They don't want to teach you how to eat right. They're going to put the fast food restaurants, the Chick-fil-A's, the Burger Kings, the McDonald's all in front of you, the Wendy's all in front of you, but they're going to keep that salad far, far away from you, and they're going to make that freaking bag of chips real expensive. $1.50 for a bag of chips, $2 for a candy bar, $3.50 for a 20-pack of Twix, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? When you want to get that lettuce, that stuff going to be $20, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be expensive, so now you have to make more money, you know what I'm saying? So the systems put it in place to where they benefit and you don't. But we gotta understand this, and the more people who understand this, the more people we can have to break the system down. And it's like, when we speak out about this system, ain't nobody want to take over this system. This system is flawed. There's no taking over this system and fixing it. This is a system that just needs to be completely remodeled. Like, ain't nobody want to take this system over, bro. Like, nobody want to take this system over. This is a system that just needs to be completely remodeled, and people need to understand why it needs to be remodeled, because there's no reason that businesses should be maximizing profit instead of maximizing employee retention, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you have profit, but your employees leave you. Nobody wants to work for you. You have a big business, big corporation, but you're hurting the environment, stuff like this. It's like, we're not taught to like love the earth. The earth gives you everything you need, literally everything you need. The bed, you see that sweatshirt on the wall, right? All the materials were made from something on this earth. It's not like that stuff just came out of nowhere. Like, this earth really gives you everything you need, and we wanna destroy it. It's like, it doesn't make sense. And like, the people who be sitting here talking about it, like, it's weird because we be getting called crazy and, oh, you just be thinking too much, and it's like, nah, but like, this is real. Like, this is really real. Like, they really doing this. They really want to kill you. Like, they really want to kill you. But when it comes down to it, people sit here and they'll be like, you crazy, you paranoid, and it's like, nah, bro. You really gotta look at this. Like, you really gotta look at how it is. Like, you gotta look at certain things on like why certain things happen, certain people do things. People can just say it's coincidence, but it's not coincidence when it's strategically planned, when it's orchestrated. It's not coincidence. Like, It's not a coincidence at all. So it's like when we talk about the Matrix, yo, we get it. There's so much to talk about, and it's like it goes everywhere. And I'm sorry for the people who aren't as like understand, like who don't understand the Matrix like as deep, because I'm going all over the place. But like another thing people don't understand about the Matrix, and like I've got questioned a lot, is like every time you talk about the Matrix, you be talking about like them. You just say them. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, they or them. Like they always doing this. They want to kill you. Who is they? You feel me? They is all the systems that have been put in place. They is the people with the wealth who make who literally sit at the table and make the decisions. That is they. They is the people who regulate the food, people who regulate all the health stuff. That is they. You know what I'm saying? Like, they is the elites. They is a certain percent of the 1%. They is the people who sell out. They is the people who sell their souls. You know what I'm saying? That is they. They is the police officers who are racist. That is part of the they. Everyone in the they is the NPCs. Everyone who is part of the they is a potential parasite on this planet. You feel me? Because it's like, you gotta understand how the balance is supposed to go. And obviously, like, it's balanced enough, but like, you just look around and you just see the evil. You just like see like, and when I mean evil, like you see stuff get swept under the rug, like Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, all that stuff just gets kind of like swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't really want to like believe this stuff. Like another thing you can say, like how people are talking about the Matrix right now, and people are like that shit don't exist and stuff. Blah blah blah. These people are crazy. I think that's exactly like. It's the mindset of them crazy things. Like, it's like Epstein, you know what I'm saying? Like, people didn't want to believe some of the high officials were up there. People still don't want to believe that, but it's happening. Yo, some of your presidents are indulging in pedophilia. It is happening. I don't care if you like it or not. I don't care if you want to believe it or not. It is happening. There's proof of this. So it's like stuff like that. Like, people don't want to believe it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to believe that they was out to kill Michael Jackson. You don't want to believe they was out to kill Nip. You don't want to believe they was out to kill X. But then you see what I'm saying? Like, it comes out that X was talking about frequencies. It comes out that Nip was trying to make a documentary. Nip was uplifting the neighborhoods. Nip was literally the gangster that everyone looked up to. He wasn't the one promoting violence. He was promoting peace. He was promoting the real definition of GD, growth and development. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Oh, when Tupac got killed, you know what I'm saying? Like, when all this stuff happens and people get taken out, and it's like, and then you have certain people who are just going straight up say it, straight up do it, and it's not, you feel me? When what's his name did that, Jim Carrey, from and even so Jim Carrey, he also plays in that one movie, The Truman Show, right? He's the one who's Illuminati, Illuminati is real. Plain sight. And then you got like the Truman Show where like they're watching you and stuff, and it's like, you know, like there was a wave of a new little trend where it was like birds aren't real, blah blah blah, and it's like that's a real thing. That was a real operation that we did where we took birds and we made them spy drones. Like people aren't crazy. Like, they're getting this stuff from somewhere. So it's like y'all gotta understand. Even if you don't believe it, just start doing your research. You'll start to find it, and then you can start to call out where people are like, nah, like that's false information. Like, let's get up, like, because that's what we're here for. We're here to uplift, and there's some people in the Matrix. Y'all got your roles, you know what I'm saying? Some people are meant to be Neo and be part of Morpheus and Neo's team, you feel me? And there's some people who are meant to be Agent Smith, you feel me? Let's get into that real quick. Let's get into what an Agent Smith is. And Agent Smith is, or as people call him for short, just Agent, is those people who be yo, it's like you start talking, you'll be like, bro, Jesus? Wait, it's pronounced like Jesus. Like, you think that's a little fishy from like the pronunciation, like blah blah blah, and then somebody will like snap on you, and they'll be like, "What do you mean? What do you blah blah blah?" That's an agent. That's the boom. It's like something clicks in their mind where they can't handle the contradiction of their own little thing, and it's like, I'm gonna run that. Like I'm gonna run that. So we gotta learn to be calm. We gotta learn to transmute energy and get away from those people who are agents. And they like, it's like a weird, for the people out there who are really like, who are truly like understand like the Matrix and like put on them goggles, right? Because once you put them damn magic glasses on, you cannot take them off. Once your eyes are open, you can't unsee what you just saw. You know what I'm saying? So like for those of y'all who did it, y'all understand. Like you just they just be getting right into it. You be talking about it, you'll be like, bro, they out here giving people antidepressants, bro. I sat here for a psychology project in my introduction to psych class freshman year of college, and I did a project on PTSD and depression and all that stuff, and I found out that psychedelics cure, like not just numb and like baseline the symptoms. They genuinely cure depression and anxiety and PTSD, and they also make conversating with people and actually talking about the issues and going to therapy easier, because you're more open to talking about it because of the state you're in. It's less scary. It's less like you're being attacked by the feel. It's like, but they don't want to teach you that. They don't tell you that. And then people freeze up when you say that. They be like, no, psychedelics are bad. They're banned, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yo, like this is research done by people. We need to look into this. If this is actually helping people, we need to actually look into this. But do we really want to help people, or do we want to make a buck? Do we want to make a profit, or do we want to help people? You feel me? Like, it's just like a weird little dynamic that we have. And it's just like everything that goes on, that has gone on, is part of it. And excuse me, we gotta be better as a civilization, as people. Like, we just gotta do better, because there's no reason that we should have all these school shootings and all this violence and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of, it's like crazy how deep it goes, because like I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, like, I have no script. Like, I was sitting here like thinking, like, oh, before I go to class, like, what am I gonna do? And I just sat down and I recorded. So I'm like, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm thinking about how, like, with the racism thing, like, how that's part of the Matrix, that's part of the system. And like, before I knew anything, I think I might have said this in one of my other videos, before I knew anything about anything about true, like, Muslims, you always think like Muslims people are like terrorists and stuff, and if they got a hijab on, they're gonna be, oh, boy. Like, that's not what a Muslim is. And like, I really started to like look into it, because that's what the path that I'm on is, like, really looking into stuff, not taking it for what people say, but taking it for what I find and what it truly is. And you find that Muslim is someone who's submissive to the will of God, and Islam is just it's a religion of peace. Like, so those people aren't true, like, true Muslims. And it's just sad that, like, that's the world that we live in, that those are that people just gonna take that, oh, black people are just slaves, they're 3/4 of a person, or whatever we were, they're 3/4 of a person, and you know what, that's that. And people were just like, you know what, I like that, okay, 3/4 of a person. You know what I'm saying? We just go along with it. It's like, why don't people question anyone? And it's like, they've conditioned us to be so dumb to be so, like, we don't know anything because we just believe everything. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta start like looking into it and like just like really get into it. Like you can have your fun, deep little like real philosophical conversations. Like certain things, there is no like you're not going 100% no. You can have some experiences internally like that you've seen that confirm your like belief. Like my belief in angels gets confirmed by the fact that me personally, I've seen an angel. So like I'm not just gonna sit here and say, oh, I've seen an angel and I've never seen an angel. Like I've seen an angel, so like that, like I could have believed in, but I've really seen an angel, and that confirmed my experience. But like I really be certain things like when we get onto topics of like aliens and stuff, and like that's like and like the Watchers and all of that, it's like I haven't seen some of them things, so I'm not necessarily gonna say that's fact, but I can tell you for a fact that the Matrix does exist. I can tell you for a fact that women and children are going missing. I can tell you for a fact that we put profit over employee retention and development in a lot of companies. I can tell you for a fact that the justice system is very, very flawed. Ain't no way Kyle Rittenhouse should have got off of that. And then we have black people who are in jail longer for non-violent weed cases and non-violent stuff, and this dude done killed some people. It just doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you for a fact that we need to change. I can tell you for a fact that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And it's gonna continue that way if we don't change. So you gotta change. We gotta change our mindsets. We gotta break free of this, of not only the actual literal, like the physical lies that have been told and embedded in our minds that have caused trauma for generations, but we got to break from that mental matrix that we've also built within ourselves. We build the mental matrix of like what we can and we can't do, what is and isn't acceptable, what we are and what we aren't, and a lot of times it's flawed and it's created based on that physical matrix that is there, created by the lies and all of that. So we got to break that down. We got to become better. We got to rise, and we got to help our fellow passenger on this ride with us. So with that being said, I really hope that y'all enjoyed this little podcast. You know, I'm not really used to little by myself. I've been like practicing with somebody, and we've been getting it down. I'm used to people like asking questions and getting me more boom, but yeah. So we're gonna get better at this little solo podcast. We're gonna change the setup. Obviously, this ain't looking too like interesting. Like I'm gonna show y'all from behind me at the end of the video, but like that setup definitely look better. So we're gonna see about that, but we're gonna really start getting into this. We're gonna start to put some content out for y'all. Really talk, really chop it up, really get some information out there, some wisdom out there, some knowledge out there, and really the idea is to make my journey known and to make certain journeys known that haven't especially been known, certain things known that haven't been known, people known that haven't been known. I want people to interact and all of that. So thank y'all for watching. If y'all made it to the end, comment down below. Say Oregon. Comment down below Oregon. And I hope to see y'all soon. Hope to see y'all in the next video. And we out.